team, and welcome back to another webinar. So a complete switch up for this one. I've said they're going to be short a number of times. This one is going to be short, powerful, punchy, to the point, and hopefully a little bit motivating. As hopefully we all know by now, motivation is finite, okay? It's determination and discipline that we're really looking to harness and build. But every now and again, just having somebody kind of put something out in front of you that kind of relights that fire in terms of motivation, we get that extra energy, that extra buzz, that extra zip to go and work on our determination and our discipline, our routine, our habits, our rituals, the things that get us to the destination that we want to get to. So it's super simple. I've literally chucked up a bunch of things onto the whiteboard and I want to just kind of roll through them and set you a bit of a task to start thinking things through between now, today, when you watch this, for the next 2 weeks. So that would be end of March if you're watching it obviously today. So a couple of things that I've thrown up on the board. First one, you are worth it, okay? You are worth it in a sense that the journey that you're trying to go on, the changes that you're trying to make, the whatever position it is that you have at work, your self-worth is super, super, super important. And it's important to remember that you are worth it and that you are worth the journey that you're going on. You deserve to be healthier, happier, fitter, stronger, more confident, more mobile. And the list could go on and on and on. So it's important to remember you are worth it. While saying that, it's also important to remember that, you know, from time to time, we have to lean into discomfort. We have to be able to test ourselves in uncomfortable situations. Now, we've done that for the most part for the last year, okay? So we're starting to come towards the end of that. And I want to reframe that into your fitness and your lifestyle journeys now, rather than leaning into the discomfort of the absolute kind of upheaval and unprecedented times that we've lived in. Really want you to zero in on, lean into discomfort within your own life, within your own habits, your own routines, your rituals, your discipline and things like that, okay? So I'm a big believer, I guess, or I've personally been working on this a lot more, and it's about doing those harder things to have an easier life. I'm sure I've quoted it in a webinar before. You know, easy things, hard life, hard things, easy life. There is some grey areas within that, you know, not every quote runs true kind of full stop, but without literally needing to preface everything, if we're good at ticking the harder things off in life, we tend to find that generally we find life in general a little bit easier. So I want you to start thinking about leaning into discomfort a little bit, putting yourself into, you know, those positions where we're working that little bit harder, or we're trying different things, or we're pushing that little bit harder in that AMRAP, you know. Because I'm not there in front of you, we can easily go through the motions in things, you know, we are all human beings. These next couple of weeks, I want you to think every single AMRAP is mine to own. That's what I mean here by things like lean into discomfort. Next one, believing in yourself, okay? Something that I'm certainly no expert at, and something, to be honest, I need to hold my hands up and do a lot more, but believing in yourself. So I'm saying that to you guys, believing that you're worth it, believing that you can go on this journey to be fitter, healthier, happier, stronger, more mobile, etc., etc. Believing in yourself with your job, believing in yourself, you know, where you sit within your relationship, believing in yourself as a mum, believing in yourself, full stop. Generally speaking, us as women, you know, we can believe in ourselves a little bit less than perhaps male counterparts. Maybe they come across a little bit more outgoing, a little bit more confident, you know. That, again, I am speaking in generalizations, but you'll understand where I'm coming from with it. So what I want you to do is watch this, look me dead in the eye and go, okay, for the next few weeks, every time that negative self-talk creeps in, that self-doubt creeps in, Beth's told me, believe in myself. I'm going to push things through to the end of March. I'm going to give my absolute best in any situation that I can, because you can't ask any more of yourself. Dream big. You know, dream big, get excited about things. Start looking forward to things. We are getting towards that point where we can kind of start having these conversations. That's where this whole webinar came from. But, you know, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of your lifestyle? What do you want out of your health, happiness, fitness, strength? You know, every single one of you going through looking at these 4 words should be able to tick at least 2 or 3 of them through the process of working on yourselves, with obviously me by your side. You're happier, you're healthier, you're fitter, you're stronger. You know, none of this is relating necessarily to what's going on the scales, but in ticking all of these boxes, what we're getting on the scales is the results that we might be after, okay? So have a look at those 4 words and start thinking about what they mean to you. Where have you got your biggest ticks? Where can we carry on getting some more ticks? That kind of thing. Dream big in life, in lifestyle, and in your fitness. Nothing easy is ever earned, okay? Now, if going on a lifestyle change coaching journey was easy, you'd pretty much, you know, hit send on the payment and you'd probably get your results the next day just purely by paying for it. You know, unfortunately, as with everything in life, nothing easy is ever earned, okay? Harder things, the more effort we put into things, the bigger the journey we go on, the more discipline we put into things, the more of ourself we put into things, the more we tend to get back, okay? The more rewards we tend to get back, the more tangible that result feels. You know, if like you just win something and you're like, okay, cool, I've won it, that's great. But you get, instead of just winning something, you get that promotion because you've earned it, for example. Things like that. You've got that tangible feeling to, okay, I did this, I did that, I invested in this, I changed this, I did all of that. I earned that big change in my life. I earned that happy feeling. I earned that feeling of self-fulfillment. I earned that feeling of winning at whatever it might have been, okay? And it's making sure that you're taking ownership of those tangible wins. Every single win that you ever get in this process is yours to own. Every single win. And I want you to start notching them up. And over the next 2 weeks, I want you to think about those days that perhaps you just kind of don't feel like training, but you could do, or those days where, you know, maybe you want to hit, you're not tracking food, but actually let's jump on it. You know, I'm speaking again in generalities here, but over the next couple of weeks, start thinking about, you know, maybe returning to gyms soon, you know, chances of maybe able to go do things with your husbands, with your families, and looking forward to those occasions and going, right, okay, I'm gonna work hard now just as things start to come to an end. That's kind of where I'm going with that one there. And the key one for me, and you're gonna love me for throwing it right in the middle, be consistent, okay? Be consistent. Imperfect daily action will always get you better results, okay? Imperfect daily action over perfect inaction, okay? Imperfect daily action over perfect action. Consistency is key, okay? Consistency is absolutely key. Start thinking about, you know, lifestyle, anything and everything you want to go forward and achieve within the rest of this year. We build a process, we build a pattern, we build a habit to try and get consistent with whatever actions might lead you there, whether it's within your personal life, your family life, or your fitness journey. Believing in yourself consistently, okay? Leaning into discomfort consistently. Knowing you're worth it consistently means you've got that higher opinion of yourself. You believe in yourself more, okay? Understanding that nothing easy is ever earned. So putting in some of that hard work consistently. Working towards a healthier, happier, fitter, stronger version of you consistently. And all whilst remembering that dream big, because we get one go, okay? And the aim with the fundamental thing that for me underpins anything that I try and do as a coach is making sure that this one go is as happy and as healthy as we can make it, filled with fulfillment, whilst you understand these two and chase some dreams that might put you into a bit of discomfort. And that is Motivation with Beth. So shoot me a message if you enjoyed it. It's just a few ideas that I knew I could link together and I wanted to put on a whiteboard. Watch it this weekend, hopefully let that fire build up, and then let's go into the rest of March for me, thinking back to some of these key words whenever that negative, maybe self-doubt cycle creeps in, and knowing that obviously, as always, if we go back to that coach's journey, I'm in the car just behind you with that map.